So the main event today, man, very simple today, man. We are talking about you only control the output, not the outcome. And we've had several videos where we just touched on this topic, but now we're going to break this down into the fitness aspect of this episode. So basically, you don't control the output, you control the outcome. When you're on your weight loss journey, when you're on your fitness journey, whatever it is, let's just say for this case, we're talking about obviously the weight loss journey or health journey. You don't control when the weight drops. You don't control when people notice changes in you. You don't control when your body starts to transform. You don't control when the results happen. The only thing that you are in control of, the only thing that you are in control of is what you do daily. The only thing that you are in control of are your habits. Everything you do on a day-to-day basis. The only thing you control is your structure, your discipline, all the boring shit that goes into getting in shape. That's where you have true power. I always talked about how my football coach used to always tell me, you do not, what did he say? Oh, he said there's two things you control. You control your attitude and your effort. I'll say it again. He said there's two things you control. You control your attitude and you control your effort. You control the work you put in. You control how you choose to view things. You control your mindset. You don't control the results. You don't control what happens next. You work hard and we still lose. Hey, some things are not in your control. You controlled your effort. You controlled how hard you worked. You controlled the little details. We just didn't get the result that we wanted. All right, cool. You did your job. It may not be the outcome that we wanted, but you did your job. And that's exactly how you guys need to approach everything you do, especially when it comes to you getting back in shape. Go all in. Don't take shortcuts. Do all the reps. If the plan says 4 of 8, you do 4 of 8. If the plan says you go 85% of intensity, you go 85% intensity. If the plan says you take a 10 to 15-second rest break, you do exactly that. You control your effort. You control how hard you work. You control on how attention to detail you are. Mainly, people are obsessed with the number on the scale. Every day they're checking their weight. The weight ain't gonna change, man. It's not gonna change. You're still fat. You are still a big back. Yes. What you can do is control your daily output, right? You control everything that you choose to do to lose the weight over time. One thing you need to stop doing is stop checking your weight every fucking day. Stop doing that shit, man. Why? Your weight's gonna constantly fluctuate. It's gonna go up and down, up and down. One day it's gonna be lower, the second day is gonna be higher. You only want to check your weight every week on the same day at the same time. That is where you will get a consistent and clear outcome of where you are. That's where you're gonna get. That's where you're gonna get a consistent idea if what you're doing is working. But if you keep checking your weight every single day, all you're gonna do is frustrate yourself. All you're gonna do is get frustrated. All you're gonna do is want to quit because you don't know. One day you might have consumed too much sodium, so now your weight shot up. You might have drank a lot of water, now your weight shot. Like you don't know what happens, so it's very. The only thing you can do is just weigh yourself every week. Weigh yourself every week at the same time, at the same day. That is where you will get the most consistent result. All right. So let's go into real quick why people quit, right? Let's get into why people quit. Why people quit early when it comes to weight loss or getting in shape is because, just like we said, they don't see the scale go down. They don't see people complimenting them on, hey, you look good. Hey, did you lose some weight? Hey, I see you getting slimmer. So they're not seeing any validation. And that's one thing that we really strive for when we're trying to get back in shape. We love to hear compliments. We love the validation of people noticing our hard work. So when you're not getting that, it's very easy to feel frustrated. So, and then in doing that, when that happens, your progress is going to feel invisible. But what you don't see is your energy went up, your clothes feel a little bit looser. So you may not see the physical results just yet, but internally, you're going to feel better. You're going to sleep better. You know, your clothes are going to feel different. Your skin's going to get a little bit tighter. So you may not see a vast difference at the moment for the first couple of weeks, but it's the small details that matter the most. And that is one thing that most people overlook first. It's the small, minor details: the energy, the clothes, the skin. Don't skip that part. Like, do not overlook. That is a very critical point in your journey. Yes, it would be nice if we were to see more muscle definition, if we were to see our face slim down more, if we're to see, our triceps stand out. That is what most people want to see. But that usually happens weeks after you first start. The small things are going to happen first that most people overlook, which is unfortunate because I think that's the most important, because it just sets the tone for you to work harder. And when you work harder, you're going to get more results. So it's all a domino effect. Everything is supposed to be aligned in a certain way. What we do is we try to skip steps. We try to go straight for the muscle definition. We try to go straight for, you know, the big weight loss jump. It doesn't work like that. So most people quit because it's not working. They quit because, they don't see the results that they want to see first. And those results happen usually in week 5, 6, when the results that happen in 2, 3 are right in your face, but you choose to ignore them because you want the results that happen in week 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's a process. So the things that you can't control, man, is very simple. Control your workouts, control how hard you work, show up every day, control the food that you put in your body, control how much it is you eat. Make sure you guys understand your calorie maintenance. Make sure you know how much calories you need to lose weight, right? Control your sleep schedule. Make sure you guys are getting at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep a night. Control your screen time. Stop being online on social media, doom scrolling, wasting time, not getting shit done. And then on top of that, I think the most important thing is control your expectations. Understand that this is going to be a long process. Understand this shit is not going to happen overnight. So once you have that already drilled in your brain, it's going to be harder for you to quit. It's going to be harder for you to fall off because you've already told yourself, it's already been implemented, that this is going to be a long journey. I'm in this for the long run. So you're not looking for quick validation, quick results that most people do, which is why they never get back in shape, or they don't last very long, because they want the instant gratification. And just like anything valuable, it's going to take time. Having a nice body is valuable. It's valuable because why? Nobody really has one. Go out into the world. I talked about this last week. Go to the DMV, go to the beach, go to the airport, go to the grocery store. How many people actually have a nice physique that you see? So when you come in these places and you're in shape, you have a nice body, people are going to notice you. You're automatically going to have attention on you because that's a rarity, especially in this country. Having a nice body is a rarity. So you control everything you do up until that point, man. You don't control the results, but you control the work that it takes to get the results. All right. So that's my final word for today, man. Nobody's entitled to shit, man. You're not entitled to a nice body. You're not entitled to, getting back in shape. We're not entitled to anything, but we feel like we're always entitled. We feel like the results got to happen immediately. The only thing you're entitled to is how hard you work. And if you can't do that, then no one's gonna care that you didn't make it. So